Well, hey there. Good afternoon. It's Matt, and I wanted to share with you the first three episodes of the Ad Non-Tech podcast, season four. It's really great to be back with Dr. Doug Reed, my awesome friend and colleague, and we're taking on some issues which are dealing with educator morale in various ways. I don't want to give too much away, but I think the discussions are pretty engaging, the first of which deals with administrator effects on school morale, which I think is pretty significant. We talk a lot about leadership and potentially lack of leadership and the effects that those can have, not just for teachers, but for students and for the wider community. Our second episode deals properly with teacher morale, teachers as the front line of, to my mind, a whole lot of essential services which are provided in the public space for students, but then as well overlapping into a whole lot of other areas of public life. And then finally, we have the third episode, which deals with the banning of books. This is a very timely topic, I think, in as much as in the late summer, and I wasn't aware of this before we even recorded the show. Doug let me know because he has practiced education in Alberta for a lot more years than I have. I've just been here for 13 months, and 9 of those months were spent employed as a college teacher, and I was subsequently laid off from my role. So I've been, I guess, a bit out of the loop as far as it goes. But when Doug selected this topic, that was my first awareness that the United Conservative Party, which is in charge here in Alberta, has effectively banned 200 plus titles of pretty significant literary value due to uh, depictions of sex, sexual imagery, explicit sexual imagery. So you can take that for whatever way you care to in terms of personal preferences. Our standpoint on it is that banning of books is a political maneuver meant to satisfy very reactionary, conservative elements of the political base here in Alberta. And perhaps, to my mind, maybe more troubling, it aligns with a populist movement in the United States, which is currently having, what do we call it? Unprecedented impact on global trade and culture. So, those are our first three episodes. Really hope you're interested to check them out. And we have pretty significant WordPress notes as well. So, if you go to analog trope /podcast, all of the episodes thus far are there, 80 of them and counting, plus some online lectures, plus 17 interviews with educators or I guess other kinds of creatives. Some writers are in there too. We're going to be continuing. We're going to be recording a couple of more episodes this coming weekend for sure. And well beyond that, I'm hoping to get to 99 or 100 episodes. I haven't mentioned this to Doug yet, but that's my hope before we take our summer break in 6 months or whatever it is. And further to that, I also want to add to our interview series fairly substantially. We're also in the process of actively developing a proposal for the Ed Non-Tech book, which we're hoping to have ready, the proposal that is, with a couple of complete chapters by the Christmas time or New Year's period, closely thereabouts. We are interested in taking 3+ years of substantive discussions with a whole lot of media associated outputs and seeing what we can learn by reflecting on them as educators. But then we're also hoping that a book publisher of some variety may be interested to share that work sort of more broadly through a traditional publishing venue, above and beyond what we're doing on the WordPress website and associated YouTube. We're still in our process of, I guess, replatforming a bit, if I can say that. Our past episodes up until this season remain on Spotify. I just don't know how to take them down. And quite frankly, as long as we're not contributing further to Spotify, I have serious, serious objections to their investment in weaponized AI technologies. So we're not quite into our regular streaming areas. We don't have those platforms established as yet. But that's a bit of a work in progress for season 4. So I do hope you check it out. I hope you enjoy the episodes. I hope you find something there that may make you curious as a member of the public, the wider public. We're trying to make our podcast as accessible to anybody that we can, a general listenership, I suppose, not strictly academic whatsoever. That's quite against where we're coming from, if I'm being honest. So, yeah, it's a beautiful day here in Fort McMurray, Alberta. I'm not around much longer. I'm leaving in just over a week for BC so I can be closer to my kids and I guess resume my job search activity somewhere else. And again, just really appreciate you for checking this out whatsoever. Appreciate you being here. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.